ខ្ញុំដឹងថារៀនវាពិបាកតែបើយើងមិនរៀនអនាគតយើងនឹងពិបាកជាងនេះទៅទៀត
A very interesting question, and is very beneficial for our Cambodian people. The question is that how can we make our Cambodian people interested in reading books?
Now the student or Cambodian people, they don't really interested in reading the books.
Very few, a handful of students, or not only students, not interested much in reading, because they have thought that like after university they think that their studying is finished, and then they graduate, they need job. After having job, everything is finished. So mostly, as my thinking, many people they busy earning.
That's
money,
what you
income.
observe in the society right now, that our people not really interested in reading the book. You think reading the book is useful for you, really beneficial for you?
For me, reading is very very useful and very we can say resourceful.
Right.
Because in one book combine the idea or wisdom from the writer. So we read only one book. We learn from many years from the person who write in that book.
This is already the answer.
Is the answer.
Yeah,
Thank you
this is
so
the
much,
answer.
sir.
Because to make people want to do something is to realize that benefit of their work. You know, one thing that you have to know, that for encouragement, that is today a reader, tomorrow a leader. The leader, it doesn't mean you have to be a president, you have to be a prime minister or the boss. Leader mean lead your mind, control your mind, lead your personality, be educated person.
So sir, how can we make our Cambodian or other people like reading?
You have to make it as habit.
Make it as habit.
Right. And you have to make your schedule.
I see.
Your own schedule. Yeah, we are very busy of doing this and that. But you have to note it, you have to schedule what time you have to read this and that, this book, that book. Even 1 page, 2 pages. It will make you like a habit. If you don't read this time, or you will feel that I forget to do something.
So when it become a habit, we can't live without it.
Sure. You always
really
carry
miss it.
that.
We feel like we miss something.
Right, sure. One thing that in your pocket or in your bag, your school bag or
Thong Yiem.
Thong Yiem. We have to use our senses like eye and hand. You know, eyes, we should try to look at the books, go to library, and take the book to look. If you always look at the phone, you will read another thing, right?
I see.
Read
I see.
Facebook, not read the books.
After
read Facebook.
Reading and then ding, hi, hello, and you forget it. How about like role model? Like sometime, because we are so being selfish, like we read this is a good book and then we just want to know alone. If we recommend it, like Venerable, many people know you, and maybe you can recommend in Facebook, this book is a good book, you should read. Sometime, 2 person speak the same word, but 1 person is very powerful. Like for me, nobody know when I speak, they doesn't care. But if the person who we can say have good background, have good profile, you speak only 1 word, they will listen to us. So recommendation, like you say, is very,
it's correct.
very good.
It's correct. It happened in my class as well.
Yes.
Last time I show very good book and the listener, the audience, want to get those books because I said it's a very good book. So when they listen to me and they know it's a good book, so they want to get it.
Yes.
So it's one of encouragement as well.
Last question is my own question.
Really?
Because even in front of you or behind you, I always admire you about
thank you.
your personal style. Like you are an open-minded one. So because I also want to be like in the future, I want to be a leader of one company or organization, whatever. So according to your experience, your own style of leadership, because right now you are the director of the organization. So what is your style or your own way or your method of leadership? I mean your own way, not the other people, not in general.
My
to
own
me-
way
yeah.
to lead this organization.
Because as I
being
know,
a-
I know many monks and stuff. Actually, they volunteer
Right.
and they stay with you quite long, as I know. So how can they stay there? And then, what is your way?
I think the best answer is that you should ask that volunteer, and then they will give you very good answer, I think. But for me, personally, what I'm doing right now as a director, as a founder of this organization, you can say as a leader, right?
Yes.
But in my mind, I don't really regard myself as a boss.
As a
you know.
boss.
Yeah. As a leader, I do.
But not a boss.
Not a boss.
Not a bossy man.
Yeah. Leader, you have to be in front, right?
In front line.
Yeah.
Right.
The front line, whatever. So this is the characteristic of the leader.
I see.
We should keep in mind everyone who work with us. We should think that they work with us, with me, not work for me. You know, if they work for me, so I will feel like I'm a boss.
So I mean, you mean we work together?
We work
for one
together,
purpose.
for one
For
purpose.
purpose.
So I want to emphasize this word that is work with and work for.
Work for me means you don't work, but they work for you.
Yeah. And
see.
another thing that is simplicity. You make yourself a simple one.
So in your speech mean that like be simple but respectful, like
Sure.
respectful of our duty.
Right.
And
Yeah,
know
we
our
know our
duty.
duty.
Yes.
Yeah.
No need to tell like I'm a boss. You
Yeah.
have to do like this.
Yeah.
So simple but respectful.
Right. That's why in my organization BEC, we have 4 values. We say samagi,
Okay.
solidarity. So anything we do, we should do together. And second is leh bong,
Sacrifice or
sacrifice. Monks most are volunteer
I know.
because they really devote themselves for Buddhism and for our society, because they have their own will that they want to do this work, because it will really benefit for the society.
Sure.
If our colleague, they devote themselves, so we as a leader also have to devote more than that. And the third, honesty, we say smotrong.
Yeah.
And the last one, that is the virtue, konato. So as a leader, you have to be like the good one. I mean, not really commit something that is not disciplinary.
I cannot remember all what you say, but I can catch some point that I think I can learn from you today. Be a leader, not a boss.
Right.
We work together for one goal. And one thing that I learned is that be simple and respectful.
Right.
And we have to be self-disciplined. And don't think that we are boss. We can do
Anything.
whatever
Yeah.
we want to do. So that's all for today, and thank you so much for your time. And I hope some students, and even you are not my student, you will learn something from Venerable. This is very nice and very good time. I hope you will give me some time to come back
Sure.
and ask you something about Dharma or about something that you can say. So thank you so much for today. Wish
Thank
you
you,
good
thank
luck
you,
and
thank you.
healthy,
Yeah.
and hope to see you again, sir.
Yeah. Good luck and take care yourself.
Yeah, namaskar.